missed shots by you guys and made shots by them could have altered you guys' approach in that second half. What did it take to stay in it long enough to give you guys, give yourselves a chance in that fourth quarter?
Started playing defense. Just too many. When you have good players and you give them easy looks to start the game, too much confidence kind of flow into kind of shut it down. But I think after the second quarter, like, we won the game just based off like numbers. But when you start, down 20, they did credit to them. Obviously, they hit shots, but just too comfortable to start the game. But yeah, I mean, if you do like the makes and misses, it's probably every game. I bet teams probably play us. Like if they would have missed a couple, we made. They'd have won. But yeah, we just didn't get stops early, and then that obviously had a snowball effect playing down 20.
On the other side of the ball, do you anticipate that when you guys watch the film, you'll say, "Hey, our process was good. We got good looks. We missed something we would normally make here."
Yeah, for sure. Like every player feels that way, especially when you shoot shots that you work on. Second quarter, it got sticky. We didn't move the ball really well, and then we let their lane kind of get in the game, and they did a good job of loading on us, and so we had a couple bad possessions, and that turned into good offensive possessions for them. Yeah, they've been picking up the pace offensively, and then we added to the fact that we didn't shoot it well, and we were shooting a lot of like tough contested ones. Kind of played in their hands, but after that we settled in, played defense, kind of stuck with it. Got the game kind of close.
Jalen, lots being made of AD calling this a must-win game for the Lakers. In general, do you feel that this has been a more intense year night in, night out than last year was?
No, I don't really know or to speak to like the must-win thing for him. I play every game like that, so I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. I think teams play us tougher, if that's what you're asking. In that regard, people don't really rest on our nights like that, but I don't know. I treat every game the same, so I don't really have any insight to how he probably feels about it.
You mentioned playing defense in the second half of the fourth quarter. You guys got it pretty close. Is there a degree to which you just sort of tip your cap to LeBron? Because a lot of the defense on that was pretty good down the stretch. It just made plays.
Yeah, some of that's controllable too. Like I said, when you start the game and you give him open looks, or I think I dove by and he ended up gets on the layup. Like when you give him that look, he's comfortable the rest of the game. So then he's able to feel a lot more comfortable shooting those shots. And obviously credit to him, like he still made them, and we were able to kind of bottle down. But like I said, when you're down 20 coming back, there's a level of comfort to shoot those and kind of be in rhythm. And we just didn't knock him off. And he's a good player, so he's gonna hit tough shots. But if we can kind of control the ones early, I think that changes the outlook of the game.
Anybody else?
I'd say this is that comfortability that you guys gave them. Does that come in the first quarter because both teams are up and down, trading licks, and you kind of like you're not forgetting about defense, but man, the scoring is just coming so good, and you're not conscious as hard on it. Maybe let them get comfortable.
That probably like feeds into it. I don't think his players were like, "Oh, we're scoring, like we're not gonna play defense," but that does that's basketball. It's easy to get caught up on wanting to play offense, and nobody in the offseason goes in there and it's like doing defensive slides. So it's like, like everybody wants to score, and I think we did let that get ahead of ourselves, and I think it snowballed because we weren't making shots, but we were getting good looks, and I think we let that affect our defense, and obviously they were hitting shots as well. So I think that had a little mix of it too.
And then Jalen, you played against Chet in college. Now it's 2 years removed from that, and you're seeing him in the NBA completely healthy. What are the biggest strides you've seen from him just from your days playing against him in college to now?
Ironically, he's more like free. I feel like he's able to like really showcase a lot that he can do, and obviously that's college. Like you guys watch it, it's hard for me to watch. Like even my brother play, it's just like everybody's just standing in the lane. So he definitely has a lot more space. So I honestly didn't even really get to like see how much he's grown in that regard, but I just know he's really good now. But yeah, college it's just such a different game, and him in space, he's been doing a good job of getting to his spots, reading, how defenses are playing him, and he's a matchup problem for a lot of people because you can't really put anybody small on him, and he stretches the floor well. So yeah, I think defensively, honestly, I think it's like the biggest takeaway from him as well.
You're making a lot of tough shots this year again. What would you attribute that to for the reasoning why you're able to get some shots over some tough defense?
shooting shots that I worked on. So that's probably my quickest answer to that. Getting the spots that I like to be at. Just knowing the shots I like to shoot. Yeah. So I don't want to sit here and be arrogant and act like I'm making tough shots, but I'm getting the spots that I like to be at on the court, stuff that I worked on.
Anybody else?